Hey there, Michael Griffiths here, founder of Referral Marketing Guru and creator of that Limbic Advantage. I want to talk to you today about why even bother Limbic in your business. What even is it? What does it actually even mean? And how does it actually help you to grow your business, get more clients, keep clients longer, and most importantly, add to your bottom line? Because I'm sure, like most people in business, you're in business to do a couple of things. A, be able to grow, be able to work with more people, to be able to make money, to be able to help in your own financial security, to be able to make impact. Like all of those things are probably part of the mixing pot to why you even started a business to start with. But unfortunately, for most people in business, it's not the easiest thing. They don't have hundreds of clients coming in every single year. They don't have leads that they can follow up on. They're constantly having to chase rather than the phone's ringing hot. And in the end, it really comes down to a couple of things. It comes down to simply being too logical versus being too limbic. It comes down to not understanding humans' hardwiring. It comes down to not being more extraordinary in the experiences and what you create within your business. So I want to be able to go through and I want to be able to talk to you what this limbic advantage and why someone even wants to be able to limbic their business. See, most of the time when people come to us, they come to us simply because they go, I want more referrals. What's the script? What's the process? What is the stepping stones? Or I want to keep my clients for longer. But in the end, it's not that at all. What that gives you is a business that grows. So let's call it for what it is. And really, we want to be able to grow our business. And the way you feel is the best way to be able to grow your business right now is through referrals, is through keeping clients for longer, is through turning clients into walking, talking, ranting, raving billboards for you, which 100% it is for every single business. And every single business should be looking at how do they do those three things. But in essence, it's more than that. So I want to be able to share with you a couple of things. In particular, let's just come over here to this screen and I'm going to start off here. See, most people are on this bit of a path. And the path, unfortunately, full of a bunch of problems. But they go, hey, path A, path B. Do I, on this path, run ads? Or do I use organic? Or do I, whatever it is that they put here? And they're on that particular path. And that to me is I sort of go, it's quite narrow in the thinking. Because in essence, there is so much more than just simply, is it about ads? Is it about what channel should I use? Is it about clients? Is it about where do I find prospects? See, there's so much more when we broaden our thinking and we come over to, I go, how do we generally just simply make our business better? And to be able to make our business better, we have to change our thinking. Everything we do and everything that we talk about in videos, podcasts, and our social platforms and all the rest of it, we do with the whole purpose of going, how do we shift your paradigm? How do we change the thinking? Because if you knew the answer or if you thought the right way already, you wouldn't need us. You'd already have a thriving business, a business that had more clients than what you needed. It had a queue out the door. You'd already know how to keep clients for longer, how to keep clients more loyal, how to be able to activate those extraordinary moments. And a simple fact that you're probably around and you're listening and you're watching says that your thinking's not quite there yet. And we need to be able to change the thinking to be able to go from what channel should I use to how do I get a better business overall. So there's a few things I want to be able to share to be able to help you get there. The first thing is all about what we call this limbic effect. Your brain's made up of lots of things. I'm only going to talk about the two key things right now. You have a cortex brain. Your brain has been created to help you survive. It's the little voice you hear. It's why you are fearful. It's why you're very logical. Because in the end, we have to be. That's what allows us to survive. Back in the caveman days, it was to be able to survive from the wild animals, to be able to hunt, to be able to know what foods to eat. Obviously, we've evolved a lot, but our brain hasn't. Our brain still pretty much says, well, over on the cortex side, I need to be logical, I need to be rational, I need to be analytical, I need to understand things, and that's what your cortex brain does. So within your business, you're in your cortex brain probably 95 to 97% of the day. But the only problem is when you are in your cortex brain, you're not influencing your prospects, your networks, your clients, your team, any other human being. Because it's the limbic part of the brain which makes all decisions. It controls all human behavior. But it's only feeling based. It doesn't understand language. And that's why we want to be able to limbic from top to bottom your business. Because when you can limbic your whole business, you actually start to strategically influence people's decisions. You start to strategically influence human behavior. You tap into a human's hardwiring. Now, this isn't about being manipulative. This is about you understanding that logical cortex brain that you're in 95, 97% of the day actually is not serving you to be able to help you grow your business and grow your business fast. It's probably why so often you think you're doing something and you go, oh, that's a fantastic idea. That should work. But it doesn't. Or you go, well, if I just follow this step 1, 2, 3, or if I just follow this script, or if I just did this, that makes lots of sense. That should work. But then it falls flat on its face and it doesn't work at all. You know, why? Because it made sense in the cortex brain, but where humans actually make their decisions in the limbic brain, it didn't have any feeling to it. And therefore, that's why it fell flat on its face. So the big part of this limbic advantage and limbicing your whole business is to be able to change every aspect of your business. And when you think about the different aspects of your business, there are plenty. I'm going to talk about main 4 really soon. But it's about being able to change every aspect of your business to become more limbic focused. Now, that's really hard to do when you're in your cortex brain, or when you are used to being in your cortex brain, when you don't have a limbic brain person looking over things. So let's have a look at sort of like the 4 key things within your business that really matter if you're going to grow your business. The first thing is you need to be able to attract, don't you? You need to be able to bring qualified people into your pipeline. That's what attract's all about. So how can you attract? You could use paid ads, you could use organic, you could use networking, you could use referrals, you could use, but that's not even the thing that's important. The thing that's important is attracting from a limbic perspective rather than attracting from a boring, logical, rational, analytical cortex perspective. And it makes all the difference to how many people you bring into your pipeline. And if you don't bring people into your pipeline, you don't have a business. It's just that simple. So when I talk about attract, I'm not talking about which channels should you use like all your marketing people do. I talk about simply how are we going to limbic that attraction process so that you actually bring more of the right qualified people into your pipeline. The second thing is then how do you nurture? See, nurturing is all about how do you warm people up? Within your pipeline, you've got grey people. They don't have the problem you solve. They shouldn't even be there. You've got red people. They've got the problem, but it's just not a priority. You've got yellow people. They've got the problem. It is a priority. They've got a few roadblocks or obstacles before they can work with you. And then you've got green people. They've got the problem. It is a priority, and they want to know, do you have the solution? Well, to be able to turn people from being red to yellow to green, you need to be able to have a limbic focused nurture process. See, most people, when they think about email marketing, or they think about posting on social media, or they think about sending out emails to their CRM, they are so transactional focused that in the end, you end up annoying more people. Therefore, no one turns from red to yellow to green. And if someone's not green, then they can't buy from you. It's just that simple. So the way we nurture has to be limbic focused, because if it's not, then in the end, you're never going to move people from being red to yellow to green, getting them to be able to resonate with you, therefore being able to respect what it is that you do and how you could help them, to be able to be inspired by you. None of those things can happen if you are cortex brain when you are nurturing. So we've got attract, bring people into our pipeline. We've got nurturing, warming them up. Then we've got how we're actually going to enroll people, bring people into our business. This is where we talk about creating magical experiences, activating extraordinary moments, as we call it. And honestly, client retention starts from the moment you start nurturing, not from the moment they sign with you, the moment you start nurturing. The final one is about how do you deliver, and how you deliver encompasses your systems, your processes, your teams. And again, it's either logical, analytical, rational. Hey, it makes perfect sense, but it doesn't create any emotional factors. And if it doesn't create emotional factors, clients are not going to stay with you, let alone be walking, talking, ranting, raving billboards for you. So they're the 4 key things that really encompass business and your business growth. If you are only ever focusing on what marketing channel should I use, you're not even doing attract. Okay? What you're actually doing is like that little corner of attract. And then people wonder why business is so hard. It doesn't have to be hard when you actually understand cortex versus limbic, and then being able to limbic all 4 areas of the business. So I talk about this little iceberg. And if you picture this iceberg, you've got at the top of the iceberg, like the little bit hanging above the water there. What you've got is what I would call sort of like the shallow part of the conversation. And the shallow conversation that business owners have right now is really like, where can I get leads from? How do I get clients? What scripts should I be using, or what channel should I be using? Or how do I, like, really simple, basic things. And that's fine. But really, when we do that, business will always be harder than what it needs to be, because it is a cortex focus. You're in the cortex part of the brain. You're in the logical part of the brain, the analytical part of the brain. And therefore, the things that you come up with are also going to be cortex type things. And we already know that the results that they get are just nowhere to the extent compared to when you become more limbic in your thinking. So I really want to be able to go from shallow to profound and have a deeper conversation with you to the things that need to be happening, the things that should be taking place. And as the things that in the middle, it's about how do you become more heartfelt within your thinking? How do you become more profound within the strategy? And that's going from cortex to limbic. And how do you become more magical in the experiences that your business provides? Now, when you think about those three key things, well, that can be done in every aspect of your business. It should be done around how you attract, how you nurture, how you deliver, how you enroll. It should be done in pretty much email, phone, text, SMSs, any sort of communication. It should be done in pretty much anything you send out, in your messaging, in the way you deepen connections with the people who are around you. So you can start to see, if you're asking yourself, which marketing channel should I be using to get leads? Or how am I going to get clients? Or how am I going to fill this thing? What's the script? Because you're in the wrong part of the brain, you don't give yourself a chance to actually get down to this heartfelt thinking, to be more profound in your strategy, to be more magical in your experiences. Which means, really, you never have an opportunity at this very bottom, really what we believe, where it's about activating extraordinary moments. Now, I want you to think about this for a moment. Every piece of your business, like you're watching this, here's a moment for today. Then you might send an email, there's another moment. Then you might be on a phone call, there's another moment. Then throughout a day, there are different moments. So I recorded something this morning for our partnership club guys. That was a moment. Then I created value emails for this week. There was a moment. Recorded podcast. There's a moment. Phone call. There's a moment. Responded to an email. There's a moment. Spoke to the team. There's a moment. And when you start to see that there are individual moments within your day, and how do you make every moment more extraordinary? And you can't do that when you are cortex brain. As I said, we have to be cortex brain. It's survival. That's why we were given our brain to start with. But in business, it is not helping you to be able to grow and speed up your growth. You've got to be able to get to be limbic brain. Honestly, it is the advantage you have over any of your competitors. It's the advantage you have standing out in your marketplace. It's the advantage you have over anybody that does something similar to what you do. It's how you get out of the box, and it's how you get yourself to be completely different level compared to anyone else that's around you. You can hear like my excitement and passion for it is just simply because understanding the neuroscience, understanding our hardwiring, understanding our primal instincts, understanding just how we are as humans, it's not difficult to be able to strategically influence to get the outcomes that you want more often than not by simply being more heartfelt, more profound, more magical, which are all positive things. It's not manipulation at all. It's actually making your business more extraordinary. Now, most people who we talk to, they go, oh yeah, my business already is extraordinary. It's not even close. Like, I could look at a handful of things within the business and completely tear it apart that you thought was extraordinary. And that's just simply because, again, it's extraordinary from your cortex perspective. It's not extraordinary from my limbic perspective. So let me take this then a step further and go, okay, Well, how do we get this limbic advantage into our business? Well, as I said, the heart of it is about activating extraordinary moments, because that's what's going to increase client retention, referral opportunities, client loyalty. That's what helps your business grow. Those three things there help your business grow. And to be able to get those three things, we need to be heartfelt in our thinking, profound in our strategy, and magical in our experiences. Each one of those three things have key projects that we focus in on. To get heartfelt in our thinking, the first accelerator is around transformational thinking, the mindset matrix. The second one is about how do we deepen connection with our prospects, with our clients, with our team, with our networks, the powerful story framework. The third one is about how do we chemicalize our communication? How do we evoke brain chemicals, dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and we make people feel a particular way every piece of communication that we deliver, whether that be through your website, your email signatures, your voicemail messages. Every time you communicate, you can influence the outcome by the brain chemicals you create. See, we're taking this completely next level to your business. That's what the brain chemical toolbox is about. See, those three accelerators ensure you become more heartfelt, you become more limbic focused in your thinking. And then all of a sudden, your whole business and the way you do business changes. So then we get into being more profound with our strategy. How do we get to fill our pipeline with the $1 million referral system? How do we nurture and turn people from being red to yellow to green with the nurturing blueprint? How do we enroll as an absolute master where they are just going, this is the best decision I've ever made, with a 30-day maximizer? Key accelerators that help you limbic your business from the top to the bottom. And when you limbic your business, you stand out in the marketplace. You activate extraordinary moments throughout. People are talking about you because of the experiences they have with you. The last three are around magical experiences. It's about our client journey pathway. How do we create deliberate feels from start to finish? It's about being able to elevate every single system. You think about one system you've got in your business right now. I can take it to a completely different level with the systems revamp. And then rather than seeing clients as individual people, it's about how do you bring your clients and maximize the impact and create community, create tribe with what we call the contribution model. 9 key projects, 3 key levers: heartfelt thinking, profound strategy, magical experiences, to ensure that you activate extraordinary moments throughout your business. Moments that people remember because of the way you made them feel. Moments that will increase your client retention. It will get you more referrals. It'll increase your client loyalty and have walking, talking, ranting, raving billboards. Bottom line, it'll fast track your business growth. So that's in essence what limbicing your business is really all about. There is a clear framework, but more importantly, it helps you do what you need to do. And what you want to do, probably the reason that you're even watching this, is you want to grow your business. You want more clients. You want more money in the bank, whether it's financial, whether it's security, whether that's impact, whether it's contribution. That's what that gives you. So what we'd love to be able to do is not just focus on what marketing channel or how do you get referrals. You can see it's so much more in depth and so much deeper than that. I want you to be more profound in the way you deliver your business, the way you deliver your service, the way you help others. And to be able to do that, we've got to get out of that cortex brain and get you into that limbic brain. Give you the limbic advantage that your business needs. Okay, guys, that's it from me. Hope that's been helpful and insightful. Make sure you reach out when you're ready to be able to limbic your business. It's just simply a click on the button below, or it's a simple message, and let's take a look at your business and let's see how we can take it from just simply, hey, it's okay, it's good, it's doing fine, to a completely different level that you probably didn't even know existed yet. Till next time, take care, and I'll speak to you real soon. See you later all.